And
it
everybody tells you that's good luck.
it rained on my wedding day as well.
Good,
So
good.
yeah. So you know what's interesting about that, and I was really interested, so that's why I was asking questions. But as I was asking questions, I learned so much about you in the last 4 minutes that we
Oh
I
my
lived in
goodness.
I lived in Montclair in New
Okay.
Jersey.
Yeah.
My wife went to Columbia.
Okay.
Um, we got married. It rained on the same day as we got married as well. I learned about you something that I never knew. I love when you said about how confident you were and how your daughter looks up to that. That really put an image in my head about who you are. And I loved that for a second. But my point is, within a span of about 4 minutes, I've just learned so much about you. And you see how much common ground as people we have. There's always something in common that you've got with someone, usually two, three, four more things. And unless you ask those questions, and again, that wasn't planned, by the way, this isn't some secret sales thing I just did. It just happened to be where we were talking about that. But I love that by asking questions, we learn things about people and it allows us to connect with them. And you can, that uses it to then connect with someone. So I just wanted to kind of lay that out there because I think the more questions we ask personally to people, we realize that we're dealing with real people. And usually you can connect with someone and then all of a sudden that really helps with making the deal as well.
Yes, that's true.
Right.
Yes.
Uh, I learned that yesterday as well, by the way, when we landed in Germany. I was like, bloody hell. I was like, this is the last thing I want to be on a plane with people I don't know. I know I didn't speak to anyone by this point. I was only on the plane for like an hour and a half from Greece. And something really crazy happened. Within that 2.5 hours, I ended up speaking to like everyone around me. Everyone kind of became closer, almost like this, like we were in it together kind of thing. And you realize that sometimes it just takes something like that to happen to get really close to people. And I
Yes.
think that's the powerful thing about the human beings that we take for granted, that we've got so much in common. It's just sometimes that we don't want to ask. The person behind me on the plane, she lived in Long Island. We were talking about I lived, in New Jersey, and we were talking about that for ages. Her daughter's now traveling around Europe, all the places that I used to live. And the point is, I really want to highlight that for you guys because you're speaking to people every day, and sometimes it's really hard to ask these questions, but sometimes it's the easiest way to actually get to know someone.
It